inspired you to pursue filmmaking, and has that initial spark evolved over your career?
I got to blame Kim Richards. Okay, 1975, Escape to Witch Mountain. She's a little blonde girl. I was like, I think 9 or 10 when I seen it on the big screen. I fell in love with her. You know, I'm gonna hitchhike down to Southern California. I live down in the west, but I was gonna hitchhike and leave home. I was gonna, you know, go meet Kim Richards, right? When I was 9 or 10. Anyway, I fell in love with. I went in and I seen this massive screen, and it was larger than life. I got to see Jaws on the massive screen, and it was larger than life. And Jaws changed. I think Jaws changed the movie that changed at least the United States and probably Europe and other places more than any other film in the world is Jaws. And I'll tell you why. You never go in that ocean and get in deep water and not think of that music and not think what's swimming below you. So wanting to be a part of that. My mother's family was from Southern California from the late 1800s, but had no connection to the motion picture industry. So I didn't have a nepotistic into the industry, but I wanted to be a part of it. And I went and I grabbed my father's 8mm film camera, and I did my own film, right? I want to do my own film because I'm going to be up, my film is going to be up there. And that way I can meet Kim Richards too at 9 years old, 10 years old. But anyway, so I filmed the film and it was all overexposed. It's all white, and got in a little bit of trouble for that because it was just a ruined event. So, and my dad wasn't into movies that much, so he didn't find it too funny. But anyway, and did it evolve over time? Yeah, the complexity of it does, just like a child's mind to an adult mind. The complexity in your interactions with the world. And then you get, actually I continued to fall in love with movies more and more and more and more. I was in some industry magazines for pastries and cooking. I went to culinary school and became a pastry chef, but I was a chef first, then went on to master in pastries and had a patisserie, bakery, and cafe, which was coming up for Bakery of the Year in the United States. So some industry magazines came and interviewed me, and one of the questions was, where do you see yourself, 20, 30 years from now? I said, well, I'm going to a movie studio. I'm going to have a movie studio. They're like, well, what do you mean, like a bakery with movie theme and all that, or a patisserie with movie theme? I said, no. I'm actually, that was always the goal. Whatever I did in life, the goal was to get to motion picture. And so, I mean, weird thing, you're going to get to watch this on YouTube. We're finishing out a movie studio, 20-some thousand square foot. Heather and I have spent over 5 years of construction, not including building one, which we're in right now, which took several years to rebuild. It's been a lifelong, the motion picture, I wouldn't say the motion picture industry, but it is, the motion picture world has reshaped my entire world. Everything was always for getting to that level, to do that. I mean, everything, whether it was building, whether it was working in the restaurants, owning my own restaurant, whatever I did, it was all shaping towards motion picture. That never left me. I'm literally in love with motion picture, and it will be my dying love.